Let's quickly talk about WooCommerce versus Wix this year. And the big question is, what is the better e-commerce platform, okay, that you need to consider? Whether you're a small business or a large enterprise, you want to really pay attention to a few things, okay? So let me first give you an overview here before we actually go into the features, go into the pricing and all that kind of stuff. Let me first define for you what WooCommerce is and what WooCommerce is not, okay? So think about WooCommerce as an open source plugin that actually runs on WordPress. So this content management framework started about 15 years ago as Woo Themes and was later acquired by Automatic in 2015 and was made to actually focus on e-commerce in 2017. So that's pretty good. So currently, WooCommerce is actually one of the most popular e-commerce platform, powering about 6 million websites. Okay, so that's a lot of folks who have trusted WooCommerce for their e-commerce operation. So WooCommerce is available as a free plugin in the WordPress repository. You can install it on your WordPress site to instantly create your online store. So with this e-commerce plugin, you can sell your products and services, manage payments and inventory, and automatically sort your taxes. So with while setting up WooCommerce, while the whole setup requires zero budget, you just have to invest in a reliable WooCommerce hosting provider to back your store with robust security and also enjoy a boosted performance. So that's for WooCommerce. Okay. What about Wix? Well, Wix actually is a website builder targeted at beginners who want to create their websites with precision without dealing with any coding lines. So unlike WooCommerce, Wix is actually a hosted solution that doesn't require you to set up any external hosting plan. Instead, it offers its own hosting on cloud servers. And Wix actually was started about 2006, okay? And Wix powers over 200 million websites and is popularized by its recent marketing campaigns, okay? So including stars like Heidi Klum and Gadot. So that's really good. And bottom line is this platform is constantly adding new functionality. So I love that a lot. So let's talk about the must-have features to look for in an e-commerce platform, whether it is Wix or WooCommerce. You want to look at the user friendliness. So if a visitor lands at your e-commerce store and gets confused, let's say confused with your store's complex design, you could actually lose them right there, right? You do not want to lose them there. So instead of wasting time on deciphering your store's functionality, they'll hop on to another store. Consumers nowadays have options, okay? And you must utilize the best design practices and focus on improving and also simplifying your site's design. You want to think about having a simple yet creative design process, making finding products very easy with a search bar, categorizing your products, working on your website's responsiveness, and also investing in performance-centric hosting. So that's really important. You also want to pay attention to a search engine optimization. So before you choose WooCommerce or Wix, think about SEO because nowadays you want to build a user-friendly e-commerce that's also speaking to the algorithms, the search engine algorithms. Okay, I mean the real struggle lies in ranking on the website on the top SERPs against the targeted keywords. Many e-commerce platforms actually offer SEO friendliness that utilizes the built-in tools to optimize your store. So instead of heavily relying on manual practices or even outsourcing an SEO service, your e-commerce platform should offer all the basic SEO optimizations, and then you can hire an SEO expert for advanced technical SEO to solidify actually the chances of ranking improvement. You also got to think about site search. So you can't expect customers actually to manually find their desired products on all areas of your websites because this simply will not do that. People are busy nowadays, okay? And they have 1,000 times, 1,000 other things to do. So it's actually your job to make the customer's journey as smooth as possible and facilitate them at all points. You must decide the site search functionality on your e-commerce store. So regardless of what you're selling, with the site search, your customers should be able to find, let's say, their desired service or products by typing the keywords. This enhances your site's user experience and it improves your conversion rates. You also got to think about customer support. So if you think about, let's say, choosing between WooCommerce and Wix, think about customer support. So customers actually expect prompt help and support from their e-commerce platforms these days. Okay, so any platform's customer support is actually a decisive factor in the buyer's journey. So whether you want to go with WooCommerce or Wix, pay attention to let's say customer support. So e-commerce platforms with 24/7 active support are generally preferred as they minimize the risks of users getting stuck at any point. Okay. You also have multilingual and multiple currency options. So, considering the global audience diversity, if you are an e-commerce store owner, you can't depend on a single language or a currency, right? If you're in the States, you want to have more currencies, not just the US dollar. So your e-commerce platform should really offer a multilingual and multi-currency support. As a store owner, you can't expect your foreign customers to translate your site's content via Google Translate or create your store's additional versions in different languages. Similarly, the multi-currency option helps customers pay the prices in their native currencies, solidifying trust levels and providing them with a customized service. You also have a mobile friendly website. What do I mean by that? Well, nowadays you have about 70 to 80% of folks actually doing their browsing on the web through a mobile and actually shopping from that from that outlet too. So basically, you are looking at billions of folks who are using actually mobile. Okay, so the number is enough. I mean, billions is I mean, that number is enough to prioritize the importance of mobile friendliness on any e-commerce platform. Okay, and search engines prioritize mobile friendly website and contribute this factor to the SERP rankings. So your online store must be responsive to fit any mobile phone's screen size to capture the mobile audience, translating to more traffic and sales this year. So let's talk about WooCommerce versus Wix. What are the features? What kind of features should you be comparing? First of all, ease of use. So with WooCommerce, you have a wonderful platform that's very easy to use, but multiple customization options may require a slight learning curve. But that doesn't mean you must be a developer to work with e-commerce. I mean, with the WooCommerce, the platform's flexibility renders it the first choice of many users, which is why it is the most used e-commerce platform. However, if you are a developer or can play around with code, you can benefit from WooCommerce in many ways as a non-technical user can. It is because many of its customization options require a bit of coding. What about Wix? Well, Wix makes building an e-commerce store very easy. You just have to sign up, choose your design and template, and that's it. You'll be directed through all the options to help you customize the store as per your needs. So even a newbie can get started with Wix without external help and create their pages with easy drag and drop. So the intuitive, what you see is what you get editor lets you see all the live changes as you play around with the options. So in terms of ease of use, you want to think about the Wix being the winner. Wix is the winner here. What about themes and design? If you think about themes and design, well, WooCommerce is renowned for its customization and design options. Its massive theme library from various developers allows for building aesthetic stores, and these themes, that's a good thing, are customizable as well as requiring a bit of coding efficiency. So if you are a techie, you may tweak them, if not use them as they are. What about Wix? Well, Wix offers about 850 templates that are categorized for various businesses. So they demonstrate how your site will look once you apply them, okay? And all of these themes or templates are actually have features fit for their respective categories. So the winner here, once again, is Wix, because Wix has so many designs. You also have plugins. WooCommerce itself is a WordPress plugin, but offers a wide range of paid and free extensions to ease your job. You may use this thousands of extensions to simplify various e-commerce tasks. What about Wix? Wix offers a library of plugins, but not as big as WooCommerce, and they call them applications. So the winner here is WooCommerce, of course. What about SEO friendliness? Well, if you think about WooCommerce, WooCommerce is a WordPress plugin, so it really supports and adapts all SEO best practices that WordPress does have, making it an SEO friendly e-commerce platform. You can use the plugins to add meta tags, titles, meta descriptions, and advanced XML sitemaps, and optimize the on-page SEO. So WordPress also offers a popular SEO optimization tool named Yoast, more popular than all of its competitors, but it comes both as a free and paid tool. So all in all, WooCommerce's plugin help optimize your store for the SERPs with minimum effort. You also have Wix. Wix is also an SEO-friendly e-commerce platform and optimizes all your content well for the SERPs. And Wix's SEO wizard guides users through the website optimization process and offers useful tips and strategies. In this case, WordPress is the winner. What about help and support? Well, both those two platforms are great. Okay, WooCommerce has an extensive community that people count on for getting help. However, there is no dedicated support, unlike some leading e-commerce platforms. That said, the extensive documentation, video tutorials, and articles help solve almost all the recurring problems, and the new ones eventually get the community's attention. You also have Wix. Well, Wix offers in-house support to all its users. They are reachable via phone or email, and sometimes you may request a callback. So their working hours differ for each language, and the schedule is listed actually on the website. So the winner here actually is Wix. Okay. What about supported languages? Well, supported languages here you have a Thai. Okay, you basically because WooCommerce doesn't offer multilingual and multi-currency options on its own, but provides plugins that do this job efficiently. Okay, so that's kind of cool. For Wix actually have you are able to let's say interact with Wix on many languages through many languages. Okay, from Arabic all the way to Swedish, all the way to Swedish, Thai, Turkish, and so on and so forth. So that's really cool. And you can also you can set your store's currency from a list of more than 140 currencies. What about mobile optimization? Well, WooCommerce actually offers tons of mobile optimized themes. So you just have to pick the right theme and have it all done for you. But one thing, keep in mind though, before installing a WooCommerce theme, you must check whether it works well on mobile phones. Try testing it on your phone to see how it works. And mobile, actually, the good thing is that a mobile optimized theme will ensure that your site's content fits on the screen, right? All buttons work correctly, and the images load smoothly. That's what you want. I mean, that's what I said a little earlier when I said mobile being a very key component. Now, all stores created via Wix are mobile optimized automatically, and you can edit their designs on mobile view. Okay, so that's kind of cool. So here you have a tie. Okay, when it comes to mobile optimization, you have a tie. What about product pages? You have another tie here. Okay, so for WooCommerce, WooCommerce actually makes creating, importing, categorizing, and managing products easily. As a user, you can add as many products as you want and even upload an unlimited number of photos for each product. And so this freedom allows entrepreneurs to set up their stores however they want. So that's really fantastic. That flexibility is really great. What about Wix? Well, Wix, like WooCommerce, also lets you add multiple products and pages, but limits you to adding only 15 photos to each product. Okay, so here you might say that the winner is slightly WordPress. I mean, WordPress, WooCommerce, because of the flexibility. You can customize the products the way you want with multiple options, especially if you go to the Wix dashboard. That's really very simple, very straightforward. So, what about pricing and plans? If you think about WooCommerce versus Wix, the pricing and plans are pretty straightforward. I mean, basically, WooCommerce is free, right? So there are no hidden charges. Of course, if paid themes and plugins interest you, you would have to pay for them. Also, you have to pay the hosting fee. And while there are actually many cheap hosting options, you want to save yourself from subpar shared hosting plans, risking your security. So always invest in managed hosting providers, okay? So with WooCommerce, you have to pay for hosting, domain name, paid extensions, and themes. But that's for the extra functionalities and for running an e-commerce platform. And so that's kind of cool. And also, you have what about Wix? Wix pricing and plans. I want you to see on the screen here. Here is how the comparison looks like as of date of this show. So Wix offers four pricing tiers for businesses and e-commerce websites. You have the business elite, you have the business, you have the core, and you have the light. Okay. So the price of these four plans varies due to their feature offerings like storage space, video hours, customer support, and more. So this cost also exclude the credit card acceptance cost. So just be aware of that. So in terms of final verdict, WooCommerce or Wix this year, it really depends. Okay. Both offer the features that should be an ideal e-commerce platform, but differentiate from one another in many ways. Okay. While Wix is a better option, let's say, for you if you are building an aesthetic store, WooCommerce is the best suited platform if you seek SEO optimized and mobile friendly shops. Okay, especially if you want to really run a global e-commerce store. Basically, you want to have WordPress as opposed to Wix. So as an epilogue into this conversation, I just went through a WooCommerce and Wix comparison, and I really went through the features, the generalities, okay, and the pricing also. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.